Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. So, we've been talking a lot about, let's just say, Donald Trump's attempted assassination and really paying respect. And now, having this been, I would say it's Wednesday, fourth day after the assassination attempt. I think it's appropriate and okay if we branch off and see and ask how will the assassination attempt of Donald Trump affect the overall, as you know, yeah, the overall performance in the electoral college and the election abroad. There's no doubt about it, Donald Trump wins in November. It's over. We got people like Stephen A. Smith, a Trump critic. He's saying it's over. He's calling the idiot, as you know, that crook idiot, accusing him of handing Trump the election. And well, he essentially did hand Trump the election. This is how Trump derangement syndrome really, really backfires at the end of the day. And then you got Bill Maher, or I think it something like that. But he is going in and he's saying, yeah, it's done. He commented and basically said, hey, Biden can't win this at all. This guy fumbled and bumbled during a debate. He went blank, and now his opponent survived an assassination attempt. It's over. And it is. Come on. Sure, Donald Trump is currently leading by 2.7, but I'll tell you this. Yeah, it would technically win up a little bit. That's because Biden went up, but I'll tell you this, guys. Just because Trump's at 2.7, some of these polls weren't even. Yeah, this poll was taken on the 13th, and ended on the 15th. So this could be, as you know, a poll. And then again, there are also Biden voter people that take the polls also. But as you can see, you'll see Trump wins by 2. But I'm curious to see and know a few days after. I would preferably, yeah, I would honestly preferably want to have these polls be taken a few days after the assassination. This one was created on the assassination, which means Forbes Harris magazine, or Forbes Harris, essentially got some people, the undecided voters, or people, or just votes in general before, as you know, the assassination attempt. So, yes, this is our current, as you know, situation. And we got to talk about Virginia because Virginia is tied. I honestly do not know why they have Virginia still in for Biden. Let's take a look at uh, Wikipedia, because essentially, if Wikipedia has another poll for Trump, we could essentially say, yeah, Virginia is going red in November. And then again, I think we have enough proof and evidence with RCP, but Okay, there are actually more Biden polls than we actually think in Virginia. So I wouldn't call Virginia yet. Don't get hopeful. Well, actually, hang on. Yeah, this is the Trump poll from VCU. But then there were other polls that were dropped. And this is before the assassination, guys. These are before the assassination in favor for Biden. 4 polls. Well, actually, okay. 2 ties. Okay, this was a New York Times Siena poll. I don't know why didn't they got the other. I don't know why they didn't get the other one, but I would say Joe Biden is like at 1% looking at these numbers, or at a point. But things could quickly change after this assassination attempt. Trump could lead by 6. We've seen, as you know, polls where like Maine went to Trump by 6 points in one poll. And same deal with Nevada. They're unpredictable, and it really depends on who takes the polls, who has the guts to take their time and do the polls. And surprisingly, not a lot of Republicans like taking polls. The liberals do the polls, but not all Trump supporters do polls, and that's why we see Trump overperform significantly in elections. Hang on, excuse me, but yes, um, you know, Biden was supposed to get 9 points, a 9 point victory in 2020, and he only got a 4 point victory. Trump overperformed significantly, but however, couldn't win the election. He did better than what the polls were actually saying he would. That could be because he's an overperformer, but it can also be because, yeah, not a lot of the Trump MAGA base are a fan of polls. They don't really like taking polls. And they essentially believe the only poll that matters is at election day. But yes, I find it technically very interesting that Virginia has kind of plummeted pretty quickly, but for Biden, but we will go ahead. We're not going to call it for Trump, but who knows? Just who knows? Maybe in the end of the said month, this state would probably go for Trump, but we don't know. But yes, a lot of people are saying, yeah, Trump's going to win a landslide. Well, I've even seen people saying, yep, Trump's going to win every state. Is he going to win every state? No, he's not. No, he's not. Because there are so many people, guys. It's not even funny. So many people that are mad that Donald Trump didn't have his head blown off. It's sad and sick. There's people in California, I've watched some interviews, they're like, oh, he should have done better. It's sad that he wasn't shot, or it's sad he didn't die. He should have died. And I'm like, dude, do you not realize how disrespectful that is? Not to the president, which you hate so much, but to the family of those who lost their loved ones at the rally. You're essentially applauding and saying, good job to the shooter. Well, apparently you're not, because you're being critical. I mean, this guy's angry. If you really want Trump dead, take the gun and do it yourself. And it shows when you don't want to do that. You're a stupid coward. And you're like critical. He missed. No. Well, you think you can do it better? Democrats are so deranged on guns, they want to ban guns, and when they want to actually use a gun, they don't know how to use it. And they completely miss. What a joke! All these people are jokes. Literal laughing jokes. But yes, it's actually really sad and tragic how we get so much insensitive people like Jack Black, who makes fun of the assassination of Donald Trump and jokingly suggests that next time, implying that he should have his life taken again, attempted to be taken again. Next time, don't miss Donald next time. Wow. And I am so sorry to all the loved ones of these two brilliant, brilliant victims. And they are victims. And when we cry victimhood in America, we take the attention and the sorrow needed for true victims. And that is this firefighter who lost his life unselfish an unselfish act. I'm just going to say it. Unselfish act. Instead, looked at his two children, which, if he didn't act, they would have been dead or they would have been severely injured. This would have been a much, much worse situation if this firefighter didn't intervene. And I am so proud that we have Americans like him. And they go around and say Trump supporters are selfish. Wow. Wow. You're a disrespect. And I'm going to say, guys, these people are the poison to the blood of our country. You better believe it. When you want to assassinate our president and you are angry that he didn't have his head blown off and that the assassin didn't kill any more individuals and rally attendees, you're the poison of the blood of our country. And Trump, if he ever says that and speaks out and uses that word, I applaud him 100%. Because essentially, Republicans need to start using that word. We are not avoiding words because they're mean. It's the truth. It's the truth. These people are the poison of the blood of our country. They are terrorists. Terrorists. So, yes, I've talked a lot today. I've said, you know what? Can Trump win a landslide? You know what? There's no doubt about it. He can win the popular vote. He is 100% capable. But can he win like 55%? I honestly don't know. He could win over 55. I would call a landslide. But in the electoral college, will he win every state? No, because there are stupid people like in California that are fuming that Donald Trump didn't have his head blown off. There are stupid people in New York. I mean, it's sad because Liz Cheney didn't even speak out about the assassination. We have seen so much Trump critics speak out. And Liz Cheney, wow. And she's whining and crying that Donald Trump chose J.D. Vance as his running mate. Are you kidding? We had last night Trump critics take the stage and humbly and gave Trump their 100% support. We had a staunch Trump critic, Amber Rose, who I totally back, by the way. I think we should back her despite being. She has a journey to go, guys. There's no doubt about it. She has a journey, but she's on the right track. And when we have conservatives bashing her and bashing the RNC for letting her talk, that's stupid. You have this woman offering you so much money and so much support, and she has a great story of how a woke American model, a secular American model, became a Trump supporter. And you want to push her away? No! We need people like that. She offers so much on the table and saying, you're letting someone who's pro-choice and progressive, a registered Democrat speak. Oh, really? Yeah, me. I can guarantee you. Amber Rose, and I don't know. Amber Rose is not pro-abortion as what she was. If she was really pro-abortion, like these secularists, she would not back Donald Trump. She would ask for the Supreme Court to be destroyed, like AOC, and she would constantly be going over. She would be more active in the Biden campaign and believing they're going to restore Roe v. Wade. And here's the truth: they're not going to restore Roe v. Wade because Biden is in office right now. And he actually promised to codify Roe v. Wade into law. Did that happen? No. And it's essentially his fault that Roe v. Wade was overthrown or overturned. You can blame the Supreme Court, but the Supreme Court had a democratic process. It's a democratic process. It's a democratic process. And where, in turn, yes, a lot of them are biased, but have we not had a biased Supreme Court member? No, I think all of our Supreme Court judges were biased 100%. Sotomayor literally called Trump a king. She could have kept that to herself. But now she's getting MSNBC upset. But yeah, we talked a lot. Because significantly, the polls aren't coming in yet, but they will be. They'll be probably coming in right now or today later on. But well, yes, I'm expecting Trump to win over 3 to 6. Oh yeah, this is going to raise him up significantly, bring him back to 4 point. And you'll be like, well, how did Trump? Well, let's see. He initially didn't get to 4 point, but you'll see he was close. But yeah, he's going to go up to 4 points. He probably could go up to 5, like this poll here, go up to 6. Yeah, he's going to be nailing it in the RCP average. But anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, I'll see you all in the next political episode.